I've built multiple $10 million plus companies. I don't know how to do anything. Like, as in, I don't have any web development skills. I don't have video editing skills. I don't have design skills. I don't have any skills. So the first thing that I want to do with the concept is I want to know, do you want a lifestyle business or a performance business, right? What are we building?
What does that mean?
So a lifestyle business is going to be, are we keeping it small so that you can have fun, freedom, and flexibility? Is that the purpose? Do you want to just travel and work and have a little, gang of people that are, rebels and misfits, and we keep it small and deliberately? The whole purpose is fun, freedom, flexibility, and especially we don't want debt or investors. Right, so that would be a lifestyle business, lifestyle boutique. And the second thing would be a performance business, which is we're building something to sell it. We want to become big and valuable. We want to be 50 million, 100 million plus in valuation. We want 50 employees. We're happy to take on investors. We want investors. We want debt. We want to build something that's going to be valuable. So the first thing I'd want to know is, do you want a lifestyle business or do you want a performance business? I think of it like a property developer with a block of land. Do you want to put your dream home on the block of land, or do you want to build a 10-story building and sell it, like a property development? The J stands for the shape of the cash flow. So it stands for losing money, losing money, losing money. Oh, not losing so much, not losing so much. Oh, we're making money, we're making money, we're making a lot of money, right? So that's the J. So there are certain businesses that are sales businesses that are not J-curves, and then there are businesses that are volume businesses that are typically J-curves.
Okay, sales versus volume. What does that mean?
So if it's a sales business, it's normally making a sale of over £1,000 or over $1,000 at a time. So for example, if I pick up the phone and talk to you and say, Ali, I do studio setups, and we actually come in and we do all the microphones and we do all the setup, and we actually set you up a whole podcast studio and video production studio, and we have a studio management service, and it's $7,000 to do all of this stuff for you. You say yes, you sign an agreement, yes, I want that, and then I go away and actually bring all the stuff and I get all the things that I promised you, and I can literally take that agreement and then go off and get the microphones and all that stuff that I need after you've signed. So I'm making a sale, and then I'm fulfilling the sale. And each sale is more than $1,000. So minimum.
Why more than $1,000?
Because the time and effort that it takes to make a sale, and then the time and effort to look after a client, it needs to be over $1,000. Ideally, when we want to do a non-J-curve business, we've got to be selling something that's meaty. We've got to be normally selling B2B, as in business to business. So we're normally making some sort of a sale, and it's typically a solution sale. We're packaging up products, services, outcomes, and we're selling that to a business that wants all those things. They're going to sign up for it. They're going to sign a little agreement, and then you're going to go ahead and do all of that, and it's going to add up to at least 1,000. And mind you, this could go all the way up to tens of thousands or millions. So you could actually, sell lots of stuff. So those are sales businesses. I'll give you some examples. A financial planner normally sells financial planning and then delivers it. An accountant normally sells an accounting package, an accounts management. Bookkeepers sell a year's worth of bookkeeping as a rolling contract. Business coaches might sell a business coaching package or a life coaching package. So all of those would be examples of businesses where you're not in a J curve. You're selling something up front, and then you know how much you're going to earn, and the sale comes first.
Interesting. And then the other type is volume businesses.
Yeah, J curve businesses. This is where you have to invest a lot of money into something that you're going to sell little bits at a time. So for example,
productivity app.
Yeah, like a productivity app. So if the productivity app is £6 a month, you're going to have to build, like, let's be real, if you're going to build an app, at the very basic, it's going to be 20 or 30 grand. Yeah? Like super basic. And then
most people I know who built apps, they've
300
ended up
to
paying
600
like
grand.
Loads more.
Yeah. So most software projects end up being hundreds of thousands to millions, especially if they take off. But granted, I do see people who start little businesses, software businesses, and them and a couple of people, they work on it and they build something for a few thousand, right? So fair enough. But you're building something that's a few thousand, and then you're trying to sell it for like $6 a month, and you need, you need like 1,000 people paying $6 a month, and you've got 6,000 a month. And if there's 2 of you working on it, that's only $3,000 a month. You might as well have jobs. So you got to get a lot of people. And the reality of getting thousands of people to sign up to this is it's probably a 6 or 7 person team to manage thousands of people signing up. So you're perpetually in this kind of J curve where you're trying to get enough people to subscribe to this thing or pay for this thing. And it's even, by the way, it's even worse if it's not subscription, if it's not recurring revenue. Like I see people saying, oh, I'm going to sell cupcakes. It's a one-off sale of $15 for a thing of cupcakes. Yep. And it's not repeat business. It's not on auto renew. So somehow you have to make hundreds of sales every month just to simply keep your kitchen cooking. So practically, you then want to ideate. You want to come up with 10 concepts. You want to look at what problems can you solve and who's willing to pay the most for those problems. So it's really important that we combine those other elements. A lot of people are very hung up on passion, but there's 2 other elements of a good concept, and that is that you're solving a problem in the world and that people are paying for that problem. Okay. So here's the unfortunate truth. When it comes to any problem in the world, there are people who throw their time at the problem in order to solve it, and there are people who've got loads of money and they want to throw money at the problem to solve it. And if you want to run a great business, you need to talk to people who've got money to throw at the problem. So yeah, it's probably a page of notes about the idea in the early stages. So we're going to talk about what's the product going to look like, who might it be for, those sorts of things. But then pretty quickly we want to test it. So I've got 3 ways that I like to test ideas. I like to run an intro event, which is purely and simply just an introduction to blank. I like to run a quiz, which is are you ready to blank, answer 10 questions and find out on Score App. Sure. And I like to do a WhatsApp group. So WhatsApp group? Yeah, WhatsApp group is like, so a WhatsApp group is like, for example, if I was going to do the Pakistan ball, I would say, we're thinking about doing a Pakistan ball. All the tickets will be released in this WhatsApp group. Would you like to join the free WhatsApp group and get early access to tickets? Audience, right? Concept audience. So we said the WhatsApp group and the event and the quiz. The next thing is offer. So the offer is constructing an offer that is a couple of grand. And this is we want to get to 10,000 a month. We want here's what my rule would be: 5 sales of $2,000. Is it feasible that we can do 5 sales of $2,000? But that would be the only way that it would meet my criteria. I have to see that I can make a good $10,000 a month. There has to be a clear model, a back of a napkin spreadsheet that just says, if we make this many sales, it's sensible that we could get to $10,000 a month pretty quickly with like 1 or 2 people. Like me and a friend, we could get to $10,000 a month. And the 4th thing is sales. So we kind of covered it. So it's concept, audience, offer, sales. The offer is where we present people with either a slide deck or a brochure, or sometimes a web page, but I really love to present it physically to people. I love to be sitting eyeball to eyeball when I present this because I want to see how they actually react. That's what we need to do. And they won't do that online. They won't drop you an email and say, well, if it was this and this and this, then I would have done it. They'll just go, no, not for me. So you have to do at least 30 sales meetings to get any, data whatsoever. You know, because you did statistics and science, statistical analysis, you need 30 samples as like the basics of statistical significance. 150 is like a next level up. So I'm a big fan that you don't judge your product or service until you've sat down with 30 customers and see how 30 people respond.
I'm going to make up a random offer. So let's say I lose everything on my YouTube channel, I get cancelled overnight, but I still have the skills. I'm keeping in mind that my business ideas have to be something I can sell for ideally $2,000, ideally 5 sales a month. I might be thinking either web design agency type situation, potentially, but I've kind of been outside of that market for a while. Or I'd be thinking video content.
Just quickly. You've been outside of that market. Do you know someone who's credible? Web development? Do you know someone who's a web developer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sell them.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, because in my head I was defaulting to, I guess I'd have to do it myself, so I need to learn quite a lot of stuff.
No, you don't. You can find someone who's good at web development and you can just go running around selling $2,000 packages for them to build.
Ooh. Okay, that could work too.
There you go. There's $10,000 a month.
What if I was like, hey, I know how to use a camera, I know how to do video editing. Therefore, if I do personal brand video content for startup founders who I know have money, or business owners like you who I know have money, and I could be like, Dan, you have books, you want to be on all the social platforms. I'll show up to your house once every month and we'll film a bunch of stuff. I'll just ask you the questions. I'll chop it up. Content for Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., etc.
Sign me up. Yeah, rock and roll. Of course. So that's a great example. Yeah, and you just sign me up, and you might say it's initially $2,000 and see if you like it, and then it's $2,000 a month after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be like, I'm really big on the idea of the entrepreneur's job is to be the organizing force, not to do the work. So like you keep getting into like, oh, I know how to edit videos. It's like that's doing the work. You're not being an entrepreneur. You're being a video editor. So the entrepreneur's job is to be the organizing force. You're the organizer. I don't know how to do anything. Like just on that, I've built multiple $10 million plus companies. I don't know how to do anything. Like, as in, I don't have any web development skills. I don't have video editing skills. I don't have design skills. I don't have any skills. Like, I can write, all right? I can write books, but and I can speak. But that's it. I'm an organizing force. I'm the guy who just organizes it. I bring together talented people, and I say, hey, you're good at video editing. You should join my team as a video editor. And you're good at designing. You should be part of our team. So all I'm good at is enrolling people in stuff.
So the sort of person who enjoys organizing people, who enjoyed like organizing university societies back in the university days and like bringing people together and like keeping people
organized. The entrepreneur's job is to be the organizing force. It's not to do the work.
Damn. I still keep on thinking, it's like, what skill do I have? What skill can I offer?
That's the schooling system. That's the schooling
component
system.
Labor.
You're component labor. You're like, which component do I fit in? It's like none. You're not in the business. You're the entrepreneur. You're building the business. Your job is to get really clear about what the customer's trying to achieve and then be the organizing force to fill that for them.